All right, I am here at the kiln here. I'm going to open this after the first glaze firing. We're going to see what the results were. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Wow. I love that cobalt blue. OMG. So let me go over a couple of things with this kiln firing. So first, pushing the cone all the way back resolved the problem. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's a cone 6 cone. And then my witness cones, you can see the first one here is all the way bent over. That's cone 5. That means we completely achieved cone 5. And this is bent over like that. Like that's normal cone 6 firing right there. See, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. And you can see the results from this is just gorgeous. I'm going to start with the little teacup. Okay, so you can see my chicken scratch on the bottom there, but that's okay. I'm trying to figure out what I wrote there because this isn't 10:05, I don't think. I don't know what I was writing there. This should be, it does say 10:25. I don't think I made this 10:25. I don't know why this says 10:25. Okay, moving on from that. So let me, okay, I think that's a good view. The color in this is gorgeous. Look at that around the handle. I mean, this is just like a perfect, and look at that. Look at how that, oh wow. Look at how that really just, that white part there. I love this. This cobalt, I knew it would be my favorite. I love blue. Anyways, we're going to set this to the side of the kiln here. Next, we're going to start with this lime green plate. Pretty nice. Got a little black speck there. Probably some iron in the clay. I do like those variations of light and dark. I have noticed. I glazed the bottom of this one. So the good thing I put this here, right? But it's stuck, it's fused to the plate. So I'm going to see if I can get that off. Hopefully it just, yep, pops right off there. Now, since that's the bottom of the plate, I don't mind those little pinholes. See it right there? I don't mind. That's a risk you run when you glaze the bottom. But I like it glazed. I could have done unglazed. My chicken scratch there. That's all right. These are test pieces. But yeah, they turned out really good. I mean, that's really giving me a good idea of those colors. A little plate that was already warped when I put it in there. And again, that's stuck to it. That's normal. They easily pop right off. That actually just fell off when I touched it. So that's why we use those when we glaze the bottom. At least that showed up. 226. Yeah, these are nice. And this was that thick bottom. Definitely was going to be a test piece. And I put different glazes on this. See the turquoise? And the cobalt, and then that nice swirl in the middle. Even though it's really dark. You can see it though, but it's dark against the cobalt. And you can see where that lighter color came through and the darker one on the bottom. So yeah, those underglazes do come through that cobalt. And then on the outside, that's just an underglaze. So if you feel it, it's rougher on the outside. It's rough. It's not smooth like this. I don't even know why that's stuck. See, that one's stuck. Probably gonna pop right off. Okay. I didn't date that, I just signed that one. That didn't look too bad. But yeah, this tiger's eye, wow. Look at that. And brushing it on, you get the brush strokes. Depending upon how you do that. I see a little bit of that. Let me pull back. I see a little bit here where I could have glazed more. So some of that clay body's coming through, or maybe I got some of that red clay on there. It's okay. And then yeah, that tiger's eye is beautiful. You can see the red clay came through here where I touched it with the red clay by accident, or maybe I didn't get enough glaze in that area. But yeah, and you see the swirl on the bottom? Yeah. So it's a very nice piece. Wow. I do like that tiger's eye. Finally, I have one more piece. That's the broken vase that's now really tiny vase. The cobalt ended up running down. You can see that. Look at that. Remember, I dropped it and broke the top of the vase off. So I dipped that in cobalt to kind of seal the top. And you can see that tan underglaze and black underglaze worked really well to make it look like a rock. And then I dipped it in I painted the transparency on it. So it's got a transparent glaze. Now I didn't have to do that. It would have had a rougher finish to it. And instead now it's very smooth, but I like that smooth finish. So that's what the transparent glaze did. And it probably helped that cobalt to run. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me for the kiln firing here. Or not the kiln firing. Yeah, the kiln firing, the pottery glaze here. And I will see you in the next video.